Hello everyone. So today what we are going to talk about is Canadian immigration. So Canadian immigration, how it works is they give you process like whatever program and you apply for. IRCC has an official processing time. Like for example, if you're applying in January 2026, if you're applying for Canadian experience class, you have a processing time of 7 months. But what if it's already crossed, it's more than 7 months, like the time you applied it was 7 months, but later they increased it to 12 months, and it's already past 12 months now, and still they are increasing it again and again. So in this situation, what you can do, and this applies to all the programs, even if it's Canadian experience class, provincial nominee, or anything. In this situation, what you guys can do, is you can file a writ of mandamus. What is a writ of mandamus? So I have done some research, as in like, so that I could summarize all of this in one video. So let's talk about writ of mandamus. What is it? So it's basically is a court order, like it's a command from a federal court judge that tells IRCC that you have to make a decision on this application. Decision can be anything, like it can be an approval, it can be a refusal, but the court directs IRCC to make the decision on this application, so the applicant doesn't wait like endlessly and just make a decision on this application. That is what writ of mandamus in IRCC is for. Now, so how you guys can be eligible for this, like, because it's not like you have waited, you have not it's not like for example Canadian experience class, it's not like that it's just been 3 or 4 months that you applied for Canadian experience class and you haven't received your decision and you're filing this writ. Obviously the court would deny because the processing time is 7 months. Yeah, there's an what IRCC right now is doing is like, so the time you applied for that 7 months and later it gets 12 months, so if you're in that situation, like the time you applied was 7 months and later the 7 months got passed and now they are showing 12 months. So for this you can file writ of mandamus. So like, let's see what is it about, like what this writ of mandamus would can do. So first of all, when you're filing writ of mandamus, the first step of writ of mandamus is that the lawyer sends a demand letter to IRCC. So it's a formal demand letter and it states that you have IRCC has 30 to 60 days to make a decision on this file. Otherwise, we will file a writ of mandamus application in federal court. And here's a secret. This letter alone works 70 to 80% of the times. Like, applicant doesn't even have to go to the federal court. If a lawyer sends this letter, a demand letter, it mostly works 70 to 80% of the times. Most of the cases it works. Now, I have seen a lot of success stories with this demand letter that they just sent a demand letter. It didn't even go to the federal court and IRCC just issued them the decision on their file within 1 or 2 months. So as I said, demand letter works most of the times, like 70 to 80% of the times. If you're facing this issue, you can go to a lawyer and he can just write a demand letter to IRCC, and maybe it will work, maybe it will not. But what I've seen people reviews, and I think 70 to 80% of the times they get their decision within 1 month. So you can do that, but there's risk and cost for writ of mandamus. What are the risk? Like, maybe they don't reply to the demand letter and maybe you have to go to the federal court. And what if the federal court denies your application? But federal court only denies the application if you are not, like, if when you applied the processing time was 10 months and later, like, and IRCC keeps on increasing it again and again, and because of that you are applying writ of mandamus. That then obviously, like, it's a genuine case. But if you're applying within the processing time, then it doesn't work. And there's some cost too. So legal fees goes around $3,000 to $8,000. And there's different stages in the writ of mandamus. So if you're applying, there's different stages, and the lawyer charges for that stage. Like if you get a decision within, like, in just by if the lawyer sends a demand letter, and if you get the decision in 1 month, then the lawyer doesn't charge you fully. He'll charge you a portion of the whole amount that he quoted you. So it's like that. And now let's see, like, is it worth it to apply writ of mandamus? I would say it is worth it if you guys are waiting for a long time. For a long time, it would be like the time has already passed, the processing time has already passed, you can apply. The processing time when you file your application, what if it was 10 months and those 10 months has already passed, then they changed it to 13 months. Now 13 months has also passed and they keep on increasing it. Then you can apply. And like, I'm quite sure that you'll get positive response if you apply for writ of mandamus. It's just that there's some cost and risk involved. And if you think that you are tired of waiting, and you can spend around $3,000 to $8,000, like it's like minimum it starts from 2-3,000 and it goes till 8,000. But I don't think the lawyer would charge that much. Like, lawyer charge around 8,000 for the whole process for all three stages in writ of mandamus. But if they give you decision in demand letter only, it will be probably 2-3,000. So I think it's a good option to go for it, because like, you're already waiting so long and you haven't received any response. Like, what you can do, like, this is the best option that people who are waiting since long time, they can file writ of mandamus, and I think it would help. All right, so let's wrap it up. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, if in any way it give you like any information that was helpful to you, I would like, please request to like and subscribe, as I just started this. I am doing this nowadays, and it would really mean a lot to me if you will like and subscribe. Thank you so much.